Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another reaction videos, and today we're gonna be reacting to the Suicide Squad Peace Meeting by Ryan George once again. And you guys probably already watched this movie, I'm assuming, the Suicide Squad, which is kind of like a spiritual sequel or like a soft reboot for the first Suicide Squad movie. Even though the first Suicide Squad movie is not exactly like we see the worst version of it by Warner Brothers, obviously, because that is not David Ayer's actual vision for the Suicide Squad, and hopefully we can get to see the David Ayer version of the Suicide Squad. Release the Ayer cut, like they say. But this is the Suicide Squad by James Gunn, which is recently released, and I did watch it, and I think it was a really fun superhero movie. And even though some of the jokes is probably not even that funny, but at the end of the day, I still enjoy the movie. I still think it's fun, and I'm curious to see what Ryan has to say about this movie, because this Peace Meeting is 7 minutes long, or like nearly 8 minutes long. So he has a lot to say about this movie, and yeah, I agree. I think so. Without further ado, just start the Peace Meeting, shall we? Oh, and spoilers, obviously.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. So you remember Suicide Squad from 2016?
Oh, yeah, that movie that I hired people to kind of chop up, and then everybody blamed the director
Yeah.
for how much they hated it?
That's the one. So I was thinking we make another one, but we add "the" to the title.
Oh,
At least
that
the
has a
Ayer
nice
cut.
ring to it, actually.
Right.
Yeah, Suicide Squad, the...
No.
Oh, you want to put it at the beginning? Yeah, that's good, too.
Suicide
Great.
Squad
So is this
that.
like a sequel, or a reboot, or a soft reboot?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna take some of the characters from
okay.
the first movie, played by the same actors.
Oh, very fun, and some new ones, too.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of new characters. There's gonna be one named Blackguard, and I thought we could get Pete Davidson to play him.
People love Pete Davidson. That's going to be a fun character.
And his face is gonna explode almost immediately.
Oh, my
Yep.
God.
I also thought we could get Nathan
Immediately.
Fillion in here.
Oh, now he's great.
Nathan
What's he going to
Fillion,
do?
cool.
Die almost immediately.
Okay, wow.
Michael Rooker, he'd be great to play one of these guys.
To do what?
Die almost immediately.
Okay, what is
Yeah.
happening?
Well, see, sir, there's going to be a whole Suicide Squad team at the beginning of the movie that just kind of gets wiped out as a distraction.
Okay, so like lesser known characters, and then you'll have more known characters in the movie too, like Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
So what's he gonna do?
Die almost immediately.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that
Okay,
sucks.
does anyone not die immediately? Is the movie 5 minutes
I like
long?
Captain
Well, we want to
Boomerang,
start the
I'm just
movie by
saying.
sending the message that anyone can die at any time, right?
Ah, that's just like in real life.
Yeah, so anyway, out of that first
Real
team,
life.
there's Rick Flag and Harley Quinn that make it out alive.
And what about on the main team? Who do we have on there?
Well, there's this one guy, right? And he's like an amazing shooter, and he's like a reluctant leader, and his main motivation is his daughter.
Yeah, Deadshot. I know Deadshot. He was in the last movie.
Nope, this is a guy called Bloodsport.
Oh, that. Okay.
And there's this other predatory
exact
animal
same as
character that eats
Deadshot,
humans.
obviously.
Killer Croc. Yeah, I know.
No, this is
Nope.
King Shark.
Ah, I should
Which is
stop
way more
trying to
awesome.
predict things, I guess.
You're not particularly good at it, sir. And we also have this other character who shoots polka dots, and another one who controls rats.
Working for pest control is tight.
No, her name is Ratcather too, and she can like control rats with her mind. And then there's Peacemaker, who's like Bloodsport, except he murders in the name of peace.
Who were you thinking for that role?
I was thinking maybe John Cena.
Oh, you know what?
And his
I
name is
can't
John
see him
Cena.
in that role. Because of his catchphrase.
I understand the joke, sir.
Yeah.
I just hate it.
That's fair.
So anyway, pretty much all these characters have sad backstories.
Oh, okay. So I imagine they're each going to have a tattoo on their forehead explaining that?
No.
What? Then how will people know?
Well, once in a while, one of them will stop and explain their past to the other characters, which I think you'll agree is a little more subtle.
I guess.
And so, yeah, Amanda Waller implants bombs into all these people's necks, which is the whole premise of the thing.
Sure.
And so she sends them all to this island laboratory to destroy this experiment called Project Starfish.
So what kind of stuff does the squad get up to on this island?
Oh, well, first of all, they need to go save Rick Flag because it seems like he's been captured.
Okay.
So Peacemaker and Bloodsport, they have this kind of competition where they go through this camp and just kill people in horrific ways, just extremely bloody and graphic.
Oh, so we're like talking like an R rating here.
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
way we get to see some brains and spinal cords and say stuff like 69 and splooge.
69, that's the funny number.
Yeah, it is.
And the other
Yeah.
stuff is gross.
Yeah, it is.
Very fun.
So they eventually reach this tent
Very
that Rick Flag
fun.
is in, and it turns out the camp was full of good guys. He wasn't even captured.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie.
And so Rick Flag didn't
Whoopsies.
hear any of the commotion?
No, he didn't hear
Ah,
the
he
people
didn't.
screaming or exploding or the guard tower collapsing right next to him.
How did he not hear
Yeah.
any of that?
Well, he was in a tent.
Oh, tents are known for being soundproof. Carry on.
And so we're also going to meet up with Harley Quinn.
man.
And what's she up to?
Well, see, since she's the most popular character, I figured she should get her own solo movie.
Well, she already got her own movie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
she's
which is
gonna get
trash.
another one inside of this one.
That makes sense.
So she has this whole big side quest and even a love interest, and she ends up being captured by these military people, and she's being tortured for info.
Oh, that's painful.
It sure is, sir. But then she pretends to be unconscious, and so she strangles this guy with her legs when his back is turned.
Well, thank God he took a break with his back turn while still within her reach, or that plan
Very
wouldn't have worked
convenient.
at all.
Yeah, it worked out pretty great. So then she takes out a whole bunch of military guys with like crazy martial arts and stuff.
Harley Quinn is better at hand-to-hand combat than a full squad of trained military people?
Yes.
No further questions.
So eventually they get their hands on this bad guy called the Thinker, who's been running the starfish experiment for like 30 years.
Okay.
And so obviously that's going to lead into like the third act where they have a big situation to deal with.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. So what color's the sky beam gonna be?
Actually, I was kind of thinking maybe we don't do a
Yeah.
sky beam.
Well, we usually do a sky beam.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I was thinking
but
we
this
could
is
do
not
more of like
Marvel.
a giant hive mind starfish from outer space getting eaten by millions of rats, and one of the main characters pierces its eye with a javelin, and all the rats go in there.
We usually do a sky beam, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So anyway, it turns out that Amanda Waller told Peacemaker to get this hard drive that proves that the government's been funding the whole starfish thing.
Oh.
But Rick Flag doesn't think that's very nice, so they get in a fight and Peacemaker kills Rick Flag.
Very rude.
And then Ratcather 2
very
gets the
sad,
hard drive,
actually.
so Peacemaker wants to kill her.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for her to get out of that situation.
Actually,
It's gonna be super easy.
Barely
Barely
an
inconvenience.
inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yes, because of an explosion, Bloodsport's gonna fall through multiple stories in a building and land in the exact
Yeah.
spot he needs to be in to save the day without injury.
Oh, that is convenient.
It sure is, sir. Then
Very
we're gonna have a scene
convenient.
where King Shark falls from a building and gets shot point blank with a bunch of machine guns, but his skin's so tough it doesn't hurt him at all.
Very cool. How'd they inject the bomb into his neck? Unclear. And so this explosion
Yeah,
is
man.
also going to
How?
set this giant hive mind starfish free.
Uh-oh.
And so this thing shoots out little starfish that attach to people's faces. And that's how it does its hive mind thing? Exactly. So I guess the good guys need to keep their faces covered for the whole fight, huh? No, they just do it like once each and that does the trick. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, because see, we're going to want to see their faces, so these little starfish just kind of stop going for them after a bit. Wow, okay, so this hive mind is kind of a big moral dilemma to tackle, huh? Like, do you kill these people that are innocent, but they're being mind controlled by an alien? Oh, no, we're going to have a little line explaining that they're corpses under the starfish, so they're already dead. Oh, okay, thank God. So we don't have a sky beam, but we do have a faceless, soulless army. Well, we got to do some of the
Well.
classics. Yeah, we do. So then Ratcatcher 2 summons millions of rats to attack this starfish. Seems like maybe she could have solved a lot of the movie's problems all on her own. Yeah, well, this is the climax of the movie, so this is really when they use the full extent of their powers. That's fair. And so, yeah, then Harley Quinn pierces the eye of the giant starfish with a javelin, and that takes care of that. And so they hadn't fired bullets at the giant starfish eye? They did, but only the javelin does any damage. Well, okay then. And so then as Starro is dying, he's like, I was happy floating in space, looking at the stars. Hey, excuse me, did you just make me feel bad for a giant alien starfish with a single line?
Yeah,
I did.
I
wow,
mean-
wow. And so, yeah, that's
It's very
about it. What do you
tragic, I'm
think?
just
Well, it
saying.
sounds like a lot of fun, you know? I think it's going to perform great at the box office. Me
Nah.
too, sir. So long as there's not some kind of seemingly unending worldwide event that causes hesitancy in people going to the theaters and also completely changes the way we release movies to streaming. Why would you say that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Suicide Squad is
Hey everybody,
not doing
Ryan
that
here.
great
That's
in the
me.
box
Thanks
office.
for watching the video. And if you liked it, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button and all,
And all the
buttons of that
button,
nature.
all the
You can
kinda
also leave a
stuff.
comment down below letting me know what other movies you want to see pitches for. There are also like hundreds of other episodes on the channel that you can check out if you want. As always, check back soon for a new one. Bye.
Bye bye, Ryan. So that was it. The Suicide Squad pitch meeting. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I pretty much agree that some of that it's kind of weird that Ratcathers too. Like if they can actually summon all that rats in the final battle, like she could just summon the rats in the entire movie, and then maybe the problem will be solved immediately. But obviously that is not the case because it's a movie. Then something needs to happen, right? This is the way it is, and but yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think it's still a great movie, like a really fun superhero movie, and it sucks that it flopped at the box office. But I guess people don't really interested on seeing this movie, and which is like I think the movie is pretty fun, and I feel like if people actually watch this, then I'm pretty sure most of them actually like it, but. I heard some of them actually didn't like it because obviously, yeah, understandable because maybe the runtime was too long, and then the sequences with Harley Quinn and then the president, quote unquote president, in the middle of the movie was like, I don't know, that's like the jarring scene for me. Like I don't think I don't really want to see that. It's just that's where the movies kind of stopped for me. Like it was fun, and then suddenly the Harley Quinn scenes come in with the president, where they're having like a date, quote unquote date, and it's just like, yeah, it's kind of boring. I don't like that, and then the sequence obviously continue until Harley Quinn Harley Quinn was captured, and then obviously we get back to the Suicide Squad, and that's where it's getting fun again. Yeah, I think Idris Elba, who played Bloodsport, is actually really good. Like he has an amazing performance, and then John Cena as Peacemaker also great. I like the banter between Bloodsport and Peacemaker. I think their banter was really good. I mean, especially they were the exact same character, right? Wasn't the exact same, but like the mostly similar characters, right? Except that Peacemaker really literally do anything, including killing women and children, and then everything just to achieve peace, and that's pretty fucked up. Which we kind of see that in the third act of the movie where he kills Rick Flag, and that sucks though, because I think I like Rick Flag characters. I think Joel Kinnaman does play him really well, and it sucks that he has to die in the end, which is like, come on, man. I wish he survived, honestly. And then we got Sylvester Stallone, I think, who voiced King Shark Nanaue. I mean, you guys probably already know Stallone from Rocky movie, obviously, Rocky Balboa, and he does a really great job, voicing King Shark or Nanaue. And then I think Steve Agee is the one who plays stand-in for King Shark. Again, King Shark is probably the best part of this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's really funny. He's like Groot, right, from Guardians of the Galaxy, and this was directed by James Gunn, so there's that. But I feel like King Shark is way funnier, and then he's way dangerous, and it's just like, I'm really glad that he's not, I'm glad that he's not dead in the end. And even though I just think about how Ryan just pointed out that if the King Shark's skin was really really tough, then how did they inject the bomb in his neck, like in his brain, below the skull or something like that? Like how? I mean, they never show us that, right? It's just like, yep, you got a bomb in your neck, so that's it. How do you inject the bomb in King Shark? I don't know, but that's just the way it is. And honestly, it doesn't matter, to be honest. And we got Daniel something who played Ratcather, which is again probably the heart of the movie, like James Gunn said. And she also great, I think. I think her character is in the beginning is probably nothing, but in the end, like, really kicks in, and it's just really really great. And obviously the last one we got David. Sorry, again I forgot the last name, but David, who play Polka Dot Man, also has a great performance, has a great moment where he sees everything as his mom. I think that was really really great, and it's just like, yeah, I think I like the cast, and I like the soundtrack. Obviously, I mean the soundtrack is not exactly memorable, but I think it was good. That's all I can say. And obviously Starro the Conquer was actually, wow, it's actually really really, I don't know, like he looks ridiculous, but also really looks scary at the same time. And I'm kind of sad that he just killed by a bunch of rats, and I kind of wish that his death was by something else, by something dramatic in the end. But I guess the rat moments in the end also kind of works, because it does create this emotional moment for Ratcatcher too, and then obviously for Starro himself. And yeah, I did feel, I mean, Starro never wanted to do any of this. Obviously, he just got captured, and then obviously that's it. That's how he ending up here. And it does make me sympathize with Starro in the end. So there's that. And I think overall, I give the Suicide Squad, I guess, an 8 out of 10. I think it was a really, really fun movie. And I guess if you guys haven't checked it out, then please check it out. I mean, you guys already been spoiled, so there's that. Um, but yeah, I guess, again, Ryan George, again, really funny with the pitch meeting, as always. I really, really enjoyed that. And it sucks that the Suicide Squad is flopping at the box office, but I guess it's understandable. People don't really watch superhero. I feel like superhero movies is not really that popular anymore. I feel like people already get bored of it. The last big one is obviously Zack Snyder Justice League, and that's because people are already fighting for that cut every single time. So I guess I hope in the future we get to see David Ayer's Suicide Squad, like his actual vision for Suicide Squad, because the first movie was not supposed to be a comedy movie. It was supposed to be a serious dark drama movie. I heard, and I just really want to see that version, that David Ayer version of Suicide Squad. So hashtag release the Ayer cut. Hopefully maybe in 2022, we'll see about that. And yeah, I guess you guys can let me know in the comment section below. If you guys already watched the Suicide Squad, then please let me know your opinions about it in the comment section below. I like to hear them, obviously. And what do you guys think about this pitch meeting right here? You know, feel free to leave your opinions about it in the comment section below. And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I will leave a link in the description below. As always, make sure you guys check Ryan George's channel. I will also leave his channel's link also in the description below. And subscribe to him, show some support. And yeah, I guess if you guys enjoy my reaction video, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring that notification bell, share my videos out there. It really helps the channel. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for supporting my channel. I really appreciate that, guys. And make sure you guys consider supporting me on my Patreon, because again, I try to develop the Patreon in the future, but I would be really appreciate if you guys can at least check it out. At least check it out. Even though I only had one video in the Patreon, so yeah. If you guys want to check it out, then I will leave the link in the description below as always. And yeah, I guess tomorrow is gonna be I'm going to get back to the Jameson 3D OC Adventures and then finish that series, and then maybe getting into a new one. Like, I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see about that. But yeah, I guess stay tuned for more reaction video in the future, and hopefully, like, I guess a new type of video in the future. I don't know. It's just a plan, guys. So yeah. Either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.